Today on 2K. Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to our special edition.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And Stephen Curry, one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight, is one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the league. Kenny, you know what?
Let the games begin.
Being on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors, as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. And with the top record in the East, well, there's no doubt that this is a top-caliber team.
And really no surprise here, guys, at all to find them among the elite teams in their conference. And moreover, I'd say this is a team with a legitimate chance to win it all.
I'm with you there. That's a safe bet. I mean, they've played angry this year with an edge, really pounding down and beating up on people. As long as they save some of that fire and fight for the postseason, they're going to be a scary team to face.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center filling out the middle. Now, here is Smith. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Nobody near Irving. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Good. Love's got his first basket of the night. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Irving against Curry. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Smith kicks to James. Inside, here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Green left side. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And that's good. Draymond Green for three. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Kicks to Green. Can't hit. Good D from Love.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's stolen by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Now here's Barnes. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's James following the basket by Draymond Green. James kicks to Love. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
The shot's good from Smith. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And Green gets it to go. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Warriors trail by 6. It's taken away by Smith. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
When I asked him what some of his main concerns are today, and he said they're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the perimeter. And therefore, it's essential that they not give up too many open looks from out there, or it could spell trouble all game long, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well, and what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Livingston dishes to Barbosa. Passes it to Livingston. From deep, Green. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Barbosa's shot is off.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Shumpert with it. Barbosa picks him up. That's tipped. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dellavedova. Clock at 6. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Almost, but it rolls out. Spates down low from 11 feet away. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
And we're 5-6 feet outside.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
It's the Splash brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Azili is out there with Iguodala. And it's Rush in at the 3 slot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Iman Shumpert.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Love. Can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, if I was being diplomatic about it, they were a little too aggressive. I mean, in reality, they took far too many fouls, and because of that, they had to go to their bench earlier than they wanted to.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. And remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Irving against Curry. Here's LeBron. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Rush kicks to Azili. A 3-pointer off the mark. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in Oakland.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
So timeout call here, the first for Cleveland.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Azili, and Ian Clark subbed in for Brandon Rush. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar. Go.
A nice bounce-back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Smith checked in for Cleveland. Thompson, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And LeBron throws it down.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
No good from Bogut.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Barnes.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
1:49 left to play here in the half. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Irving passes to Smith. Back to Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Ian Clark. Here's Green. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. Barbosa against Shumpert. To the paint, here's Mozgov.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Livingston dishes to Green. Lets it fly. Livingston, no luck.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Barbosa. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Good on both. And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. It seems...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Your opinion, Shaq?
Well, they've really dictated the pace of the game with their transition.
That does it for halftime, as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the...
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Cleveland leading by 13. Love outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
He feeds it to Smith. Love right side. Shot clock at 6. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Love's got 14 points for the game. Well, and watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Thompson inside the line. Green kicks to Barnes. Bogut with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Poke loose. It's stolen by Smith. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
All right.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs scheme. So he just made up for it by averaging the 2nd most threes of his career.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. Here's Dellavedova. He's got 5. With the floater. And there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got 16.
You know, for Kevin Love, last season was the first time as a pro that he's been asked to defer on offense. Not just to LeBron, but to Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. James, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. And it's Rush in for Barnes. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. Here's Smith. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 assists in the game. Talking about the strength of LeBron now, we saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Ezeli kicks to Green and stolen by LeBron. And he goes in for the dunk. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
And the Warriors miss again. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. Ezeli the pass to Iguodala. Outside Curry. Thompson dishes to Curry. Shoots. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Shumpert kicks to Fry. Dellavedova from outside. Rush grabs the miss. And for the Warriors, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements, one of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
Lets it go from deep. Good. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Outside jumper. He dishes it to LeBron. Takes the 3. Shot is off. Warriors trail by 19. Now the feed to Spates. Here's Livingston. Off target from outside. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. LeBron outside.
Golden State foul call.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen even to the best of them. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Feeds it to Fry. In the corner, Irving with it. To the paint. There's Mozgov. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
2 on the clock.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Cavaliers leading by 23. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Ian Clark out there with Livingston, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Love gets it to go.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Here's Bogut. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, Cleveland shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. James Jones, who's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. And Thompson kicks to Williams. And so they foul intentionally.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Good on the shot. Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid. But it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Shumpert. Green with the block. Here is Livingston. There's the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Williams, here we go. It's rebounded by Livingston. The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. And the Warriors miss again.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
That's good. 4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. On the wing, Jones. A 3 ball. They get it again. And Thompson kicks to Jones. Over Clark. Off the left rim and out. Golden State's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
The screen from Thompson. Williams passes to Thompson. Clock at 6. Williams kicks to Jones.
Golden State foul call.
Putting you in. Let's go.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one falls for Jones.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Mazzilli comes in for Green. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Here's Mozgov, drilled from 11 feet out.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
Yeah, and there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted, and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant.
When the game got sloppy, introducing the Lone Ranger and Kimo Sabi. The horses are big, the 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat, we branched off, shine. I just waited our chance to blast 4th-year rounds in possession of
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.